just a reminder that you and I are adults, so go do your adult things today. Be mature.
Back to the basics with Big Dave.
The lights might go out, but we don't. This is your guide, your neighbor in the know, your host, Big Dave. Back to the basics.
Welcome into another edition of Back to the Basics. I think this is episode 60. Is it 64 or 65? I think it's episode 65. I'll have to check in the break. How you doing, Wayne?
I'm doing pretty good so far.
Doing pretty good so far. It's still early, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It's still early. But I'm here at the lake and my mind is free, so we can.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a change.
Well, I noticed gas prices are still going up.
Yeah.
And around here, where I live in South Birmingham, they are $3.50 a gallon.
I checked some. The Love's truck stop down there in Leeds is $3.40. Bucky's is $3.40. Pilot's $3.40 up here.
I figured Bucky's would be lower than the other ones.
I thought so too. They're all pricing the same today.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes ago, I checked it. Yeah.
Well, I know the the QT by my house across the street over the interstate is a Murphy's, and QT was $3.28, and across the street Murphy's was $3.50. No, there was 3 cents different, and QT realized that Murphy's was down to $3.50, so they brought theirs down to match, so that if you get off the interstate, there wasn't people getting off and going that way, so that they could go to Murphy's.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I wanted to talk about tonight is where we talk about real life skills for, life problems. And I wanted to dig into something that's been bothering me. Not long ago, just a few years back, people were fighting over toilet paper. Shelves were empty. Panic was everywhere. Folks were scared, uncertain, and for a moment there, people woke up.
Yeah.
You remember?
Oh, yeah. I woke up.
They started stocking up on extra food, learning how to can, thinking ahead. But here we are now. And most people, they've gone right back to living day to day. So the question is, why? Why aren't people stocking up anymore after everything we went through? Let's talk about it. First reason, I think, is people have a short memory.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do. It doesn't take long.
Coupled with a one-track mind.
One-track mind. Gas prices drop a little bit. Stores fill back up. Life feels normal again. And folks start thinking, well, that wasn't so bad. But that's not true. That's not true at all. It was bad. It just didn't last long enough to permanently change most people. And you remember the other night when me and you were talking, I told you, I said, one of the reasons people don't stock up is I think that they didn't get a good enough taste of it. when the pandemic was, when they were hoarding, toilet paper and stuff like that. I mean, I wasn't. I keep a good amount of rump ribbon, as you say.
Yeah.
I
I
keep
never stocked up. That Dollar Tree was, I kept it. I kept them, and everybody kept them in business, but they had toilet paper
right,
up
you know,
here
so,
anyway. Yeah.
right. So, I mean, that's one of the things that I don't think it lasted about a year and a half.
Yeah. And then, the fallout was going to happen anyway from whatever disrupted whatever. And I was thinking about something, and we'll come back to it because I was thinking about. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things. It was, I can tell you this. I wasn't doing as much as I am now.
Yeah.
Once we hit the pandemic, I went into full crisis mode. I mean, you've seen my shelves. You've seen my
Yeah.
stuff that I've got. I showed last week. I showed a bunch of my jars, and that was 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to do something all the time, just to keep my head above water, just so I'm able to not worry as much if something else happened.
If you got you got set up your food, you got a lot of it put up. So if something happens, you can go to the next thing, prepping your car, prepping the heat, prepping the air, whatever
Right.
season it is, you can go to that kind of projects instead of worrying about the food and everything else.
Yeah. But my thing is that I think even if you are a micro homesteader, and I
Yeah.
consider myself a micro homesteader, I don't have land. I do stuff in my backyard. I do go to farmers markets and stuff like that. And you're going to be seeing some video of me and Wayne at a farmers market here shortly, as soon as they get to opening up and getting some victuals on the shelves and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think you have to continue to do stuff all the time. You can't. I
Yeah.
mean, you can take a week off here and a week off there, but I think for the most part, you need to keep going. You're replacing, you're rotating.
Yeah.
Keep replacing, keep rotating as much as you can.
It was just like being the maintenance man in the hospital. You had to
Yeah.
walk everything you've seen. You better fix it before you pass it, or you get your butt chewed. So I've
Mhm.
already been there, but I was prepping for the hospital, and I was like, I need to bring that home. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, I think convenience has taken over. We live in a world where you can press a button and groceries show up at your door, especially if you got Walmart Plus.
Yeah.
I can get as close as I live to Walmart. I can order it, and within an hour they're here, and it don't
Really?
cost me anything for them to deliver it. Now, I'm one of these that are picky. I mean, you can pick out my mayonnaise because I say what kind I want.
But
You
not
you
the
know,
fruit,
not the fruit and
not the
not the meat,
bananas. Yeah, not the
not
meat.
the
No.
produce. You cannot do it.
Right.
So a lot of people don't even have to walk into the store anymore. So why would people stock up? Why would you rotate food, organize shelves, and learn preservation skills? Most people are thinking, if I need it, I just go get it. Well, that works until it doesn't.
The get it store might not be there.
Yeah, exactly. And when it doesn't, it fails fast. That is part of people don't understand. That's the part that people don't understand. Let me say that again. That's the part people don't understand, because if it's not there, it's going to go quick. And then other people walk in and they see, oh no, there's only about 6 on the shelf. Well, let me get all 6 of them.
Yeah.
I was at least able, when I went to the store during the pandemic and they had toilet paper, I didn't grab all of it. I grabbed one and put it in my buggy, because I was already had some here and I was just getting the next round when it was time to get it. You know, modern supply chains are effective, but they are also fragile.
Yeah.
I mean, the supply chain.
Let me tell you what I run across. I just seen it on the local news.
Yeah.
Some ships, a ship out there on the West Coast, delivering shipping containers to California.
Yeah.
Spilled off most of the containers into the ocean. And they said,
again,
hope you didn't order anything. You can't depend on that. You can't depend on it. Even that, you know, it could be something very important in there. Well, I'm sure it was a lot of very important stuff.
I'm sure there was, but you know, the stores don't have back rooms, you know, full of food anymore. What you see on the shelf is pretty much what you get. I mean, I remember you've worked in the grocery store.
Yeah, I remember they'd say the truck's here. We went to the back and unloaded.
Unloaded it, and you started putting it on the shelf.
Yep.
You didn't have much room in the back to store anything.
Right.
You had probably, I don't know, in the store that I worked at, we probably had enough room for about 10 pallets.
Yeah.
And then you had your coolers that were that had room in it for like your milk and your bread and your milk and your eggs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we didn't have a whole lot, you know. So money is tight right now. And I get it. Food prices are going up, gas is up, everything costs more. So when people are barely getting by week to week, stocking up feels like a luxury.
Yeah. Makes me feel good when I get home from the grocery store.
Yeah.
When I'm double stacking, I feel even better. And I'm almost double stacking. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. They think I can't afford to buy extra. But here's where I push back a little bit. You don't have to stock up all at once. You can do like Wayne's doing. You don't need a bunker full of freeze-dried food. You just need to start small.
Yep.
Over time, this adds up. You know, it's like I've told you before. If you're making supper tonight, which we'll come back after that. We're way past the break. I wasn't even paying attention to it.
Me
so we'll be back right after this.
The new age break was standing tall. Back.
If you trust the government, I don't trust you. Nothing personal. I just know you don't do any research.
Back to the Basics with Big Dave.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Basics with Big Dave. What I was going to say, Wayne, was, you know, you just need to start small. You can, you know, buy an extra bag of rice.
Yeah.
You know, if it's time to cook supper and you got to go to the grocery store, the first thing you need to do before you go to the grocery store is you need to go to the grocery store in your kitchen and pantry first.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Go in there, look, see what you have. See, you know, okay, I've got this. What can I make with this? And I'll go and buy this. Well, say you're making something and you need, okay, I'm going to need some corn. Instead of going and buying one for that supper, buy two or
Yeah.
three. Buy one, put two up. Corn's not that expensive right now.
Mm.
Green beans are not that expensive right now. I buy them by the case. When I go to the store and I get a few down, about a half a case down, I go and buy another case.
A
Until
case. What are you talking about? A case?
yeah, okay, the whole
Green
case
beans?
that's on this
Fresh green beans. Okay.
no, the ones that are in a jar. I mean, in a can.
So it's a
That are
case
on
or a can? Anyway, go ahead.
I buy
I'm being
a
difficult.
case of canned green
Oh.
beans.
Well, I got you now.
Okay. Now, once they come in from the field this year,
Yeah.
I will start jarring. Let me put it that way. It's easier
Yeah.
for you to know.
Well,
I
you'll
will
be
start.
shucking it. You'll be shucking and jiving.
I'll be shucking and jiving and jarring some green beans and corn.
Fresh green
Filled
beans.
to
Yeah.
fresh,
Yeah.
yes. But over time that all adds up. Pepper. You ain't got to be rich to do it. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Right.
It's about taking it slow and easy. You don't have to, I didn't build everything I have overnight. So reason number 4 people have quit stocking up and everything is people get burnt out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I was getting burned out on doing something. So you know what I did this week? I
What'd you
took
do?
this week off.
Took a break. Yeah.
I haven't canned anything this week. And you know how much I've been canning every week
Yeah.
or every day since January the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do? I said, okay, this week I'm going to take off. I've been cooking, I've been eating it, I've been enjoying it. But, during the pandemic, there was a surge of prepping or self-reliance. Everybody and their brother was buying bulk food, canning supplies, dehydrators. And I'm going to tell you on the canning supplies, during the pandemic, it was all you could do to find jars and lids.
Yeah. I remember you talking about it.
Oh, I mean, if you found them, you bought them.
Didn't there, when it got scarce like that, didn't you tell me a U.S. company
4 jars.
pulled it out of a bag and started shooting them into the U.S., I guess, from Florida?
Yep, from
You say those
Florida.
from
4
Florida?
jars.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, 4 jars. And I mean, I haven't used them yet. I did buy some of their vacuum sealer bags that you make your own bags.
Yeah.
I like it. They're a little bit more expensive, but so far they're holding up good and they're very durable. They're really a lot thicker than the food savers.
Yeah.
I bought some WeVac.
Brand.
It was a WeVac brand. I didn't like it. It felt real thin. It didn't hold up. You throw it in the daggum freezer with a lot of other stuff, and it kind of got poked. Puts a hole in it. Well, then there's your seal. It's all gone. You're getting frost. Freezer burn on it, it just. I didn't like that. I've got a whole box of it out there, and I wished I wouldn't have bought it. But I'll use it for something else, maybe some dry goods or something like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of these folks were doing it out of fear, not out of a lifestyle. And fear doesn't last forever. One thing once everything calmed down, people just, hey, we're back to normal. I don't need to worry about the next one.
Mom, is DoorDash running again?
Exactly.
They are. Well, I ain't going to that grocery store.
Well, people kept thinking, hey, I don't care. I don't think about shortages anymore. They didn't want to keep rotating their stock or managing a pantry, so they quit. And these skills, these habits are leaving. People are not doing and learning the skills that our grandmothers and great grandmothers and granddaddies had.
That's a shame. Yeah, you might be the only voice that hears about somebody that has no idea canning. You might be the voice that wakes them up. You don't never know.
And I hope so.
I hope, yeah,
that's what this show is about. Is I'm nothing special. Wayne is nothing special. I mean, this radio show is nothing special. We're not pros by any means at it.
No,
but
I'm not.
Only reason I do it, this is my ministry, and this is Wayne's ministry, to try to get people to go back and learn. And I hope there's somebody out there that's listening that is in their 20s, or 30s, that pick this up and carry the torch and just charge, headstrong into, the next generation. Because, give me 10 to 20 years, I'm going to be gone. But I hope somebody takes up the torch, and does take these skills into the next generation.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I hope not change the subject. Those frozen vegetables, watch it. Was that my meter going? That's yours. Those frozen vegetables, watching these people. I hear something. It might be my diabetes meter. I can't hear that now.
I think it's your diabetes meter.
It might be. They got frozen vegetables. You get those. They'll stay fresh. They might not be the best consistency. They are to me. But I found 3 servings. I'm by myself. The 3 servings. I got the bag of corn, peas, cauliflower, broccoli,
and carrots.
I got those. I don't remember what else, but there's 3 servings in a small bag. For me, it's $1.79. $1.79. That right there is a very good start for me.
Well, let me tell you this.
If I had a garden, I'd have fresh. Yeah.
Well, but you don't even have to have a garden.
You don't.
You can go to the farmer's market,
and
you can get all of it there, can it, and put it in a pint jar.
1 serving, right?
No, that would be 2 servings for you.
Yeah, it would be. You know what?
It would.
You got me those jars. You got me those jars. Thank you very
much.
That's
half serve. That is a serving of what I got you.
Yeah.
Go the next step up, and that's a pint. So you could open up one of them, pour half of it out, and eat it.
Yeah.
Put the lid on it, put it in the refrigerator. It's going to last 2 or 3 days. Then pull it out and eat the other half. There's you 2 servings.
You know what dang shows are?
Mm-mm.
You didn't eat it last night, so you dang show gonna eat it tomorrow night.
That's right. That's right.
Leftovers.
Hey, there. I like leftovers.
Yeah, I do too.
Especially with stuff like spaghetti and things like that, because I'm gonna tell you right now, spaghetti doesn't do nothing but get better the longer it sits.
Yeah, I've noticed that when I made it before. It's been a while since I made it.
I've noticed that in mine, even my pasta sauce that I make for spaghetti.
Yeah.
The longer it sits in there, the better it marinates with all the stuff that I put in it when I canned it.
Yeah.
Or as for you, jarred it.
Yeah. or edit it
Yeah.
up before I got
Yeah.
it in the jar.
But people don't trust the system more, than they should. They people trust the system more than they should.
Yeah, there you
Now,
go. Yeah.
I'm not saying the system never works, but I am saying it doesn't always work.
Oh,
And if you trust the government, I don't trust you because you haven't done your research.
that's right.
And I'm telling you, ever since the pandemic, a lot of people's eyes have opened up about the government. And I know this isn't a political show, but they think the government, the stores, or somebody somewhere has it under control. Man,
Yeah.
do they? But I'm here to tell you the reality. The government hadn't got they're doing it by the skin of their teeth.
they don't even have control.
I mean, that's what the grocery stores are. Just in time.
Yeah.
Their trucks run just in time.
Yeah.
You get a blizzard, you get a tornado, you get a hurricane, and it cuts, there's another chink in that chain that's not getting done, and it's not working out the way it should. So I've been watching all of this. The war has gotten us going. Hopefully it's over in the next couple of weeks. It might be, it might not, but who's to say there's not going to be another one right behind it? I mean, we are, by all intensive purpose, we could be in the end times. You don't know. Nobody knows the day, the hour, or the time. So, I mean, but I can tell you this. I'm trying to get my stuff. I'm probably at about 5 months now. I'd like to get to 6 months and hold steady for 6 months.
That's
and
good.
then I want to go out to a year.
Yeah.
I want a year's worth of food canned up, pasta, rice, all that. If I have a year's worth of food put up, my problem is right now is finding to put it.
Yeah. Yeah.
These daggum jars, once I I had to take some out and put them in the closet up front of the house to be able to open up room for more. I bought a roast yesterday, and guess what? It was on sale. So I bought it. It's in the refrigerator. I'll probably do it this weekend, but I don't know. I might wait till Monday before I start jarring stuff up again or canning stuff, as most people would hear. All right, guys, we're fixing to go out to break. Also, I need to let you know, and when we come back, we have a new phone number that you can text the show. Do you have that number, Wayne?
I do. It's not handy, though.
Okay. Well, we'll find it in just a minute, and we'll bring it back.
May I say,
We'll be back. You can't take him anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
So you're outage proofing your freezer when you learn to can.
Back to the basics with Big Dave.
All right, what it is, what it was, what it shall be. Guaranteed not to rust, bust, collect dust, run pill backwards unless you want it to.
And an added note to that, what the problem is.
What the problem is. We have a new number that you can text the show. What's that number, Wayne?
It's 205-677-6087.
That's 205-677-6087. You can text the show. It'll be right here. It'll be right here if you text the show. As soon as you hear this, you text the show, I will get it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm trying to figure out how I can get it to where it goes to both phones.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so that you get them too.
Uh-oh.
That's a scary thought.
It is very scary because I might not answer them. I'm kidding.
Right.
That'd be fun. I'd like to hear what everybody's got to say out there. They'll probably school me. I want to need people to text and school us.
Well, and my thing is, and when you text, give us your name.
Yeah.
Give us your name and where you're texting from. And if you're watching this on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, or if you're, go and like it.
Yeah.
Give us a thumbs up, tell us that you like the show. And I don't care if you tell us that we're doing bad and how to improve it. It doesn't bother me at all.
It'll help me. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not a professional. I am, if you look at any one of my things, I am just a redneck that happens to work in radio. So, but I can tell you that when you text 205-677-6087, Back to the Basics is Alabama's voice for canning, homesteading, and self-reliant living. And I was going to tell you, Wayne, I'm not trying to panic people. I'm telling you to prepare smart. Start small. Build you a 3-day, then a week, then a 2-week, then a month, then a 3-month. Focus on what you already eat. So if focus on rice, beans, pasta, canned goods. But if you don't eat rice, why are you going to put it up? Unless you're going to use it for barter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only reason I could think of you doing it.
That's true.
But I'm not going to put up carrots. I don't eat carrots.
That's why you wear glasses.
That's why I wear you too.
I'm blind. Blind one, I can't see out of the other.
Right. And if you've been listening to the show, I'm a big fan of canning and building that pantry up the old-fashioned way. Rotate your food, use what you store what you use. And most importantly, don't stop. Just begin because things feel normal. Don't stop because they feel normal. Do something. I mean, that's like I said, burnout is a big deal.
Yeah.
I took a week off. Okay. Now it's time for me to put on my big girl pants and take off and, do what I'm supposed to do. And here's something else to think about. Preparing isn't just about disasters. It's about what, Wayne? Peace of mind.
Yeah, it does.
You've talked about that before.
Yeah. I feel good when I get back from the grocery store. I'm the beginning of it, but it's starting to mount to add up. It's going to take me a month or so, 2 months to even get. Yeah. I would say a month. Say about 2 weeks. I'll have a month's put back.
That's good. That's awesome.
Just looking at what I got. I stocked up on a lot of spices. Pulled the old ones I had together.
Mhm.
Have you run across them stuck together with the humidity? Are they any good anymore?
Oh yeah, and
What
I've
can you do?
realized, yeah, they're still good. But one of the things I realized is when you pop the top on it and you're cooking and you shake it right
The
over the top,
steam, the
the
steam.
steam's going up in there.
That's what it
So,
did.
well, what I've been doing is taking the top off, pouring what I think is what I need in my palm of my hand,
Yeah,
and then dashing it in there, and and do like that to keep from getting that humidity into
yeah.
the jar.
That's what I've
Uh,
done.
Look, I'm not here to scare you, but I also am not going to sugarcoat anything. Me and Wayne don't sugarcoat stuff. We just try to tell you exactly the way it is. We've already seen how fast things can change, and if you think we're done with disruption in this world, you're not paying attention. I mean, we got a war going on.
That's probably the
Uh,
best thing to start now
yeah,
because of what's going
shoot,
on.
yeah. You know, because one of the things is why don't people stock up? Because they forget, because it's easy not to, because it takes effort, and because they trust things will always be there.
Don't know
You're
what
not
you
most
got.
people. If
Feel it.
you're watching this, if you're watching this and you're watching me and Wayne, you're not most people. You're thinking ahead and you're taking responsibility, and that puts you ahead of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, so here's your challenge for the week. Next time you go to the store, buy just a little extra, 1 or 2 items. That's it. Start building your buffer, because trust me, you're going to need it eventually. And I mean, we live in a uncertain times.
Yeah.
You never know what's coming around the corner. You just need to stay safe out there, and 2 is 1 and 1 is none. If you have 2 cans of beans, you have 1 can of beans.
All right.
So if you have 2, you got 1. But if you have 1, you might as well say you don't have any, because you're fixing to use them up. But I thought that was pretty good thing that I wanted to type up and talk about. I'm one of these that I'm trying to do better. No, I'm not perfect. I don't know, I'm telling you, I don't think the pandemic lasted long enough to kick people in the butt and make them go, I really need to think about being more self-reliant. We talked about it last week. I don't like the word prepping. I like the word of being old school.
Buy you some groceries and put them up.
Old school.
You prep, get the gas in the morning. You leave the house. I got to get gas before I get to work. Before I go to work, you're prepping, or you're getting it because you need it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of them things, and I know we're fixing to go out to the break here in just a few minutes. Don't forget, you can text the show. What's the text number, Wayne?
That thing is
205-677.
That thing number is 205-677-6087.
That is 205-677-6087. And what?
What you mean? What the problem is?
I don't know. You said the number, and
I forgot. Oh, and somebody text me and find out how I could unreveal being a hostage on here and become welcome on here, because David's holding me hostage.
I am holding him hostage every week. Every week. But I know it's about time. We got what? It's 39. We got to go to 42, and
Got
when
hand
we
signals.
come back, I have a hack about when you go to Walmart. I have a hack that I've seen, and I thought it was genius. And me and my wife used it the other day, and it worked out very, very well.
I'm interested.
Yeah, and it has to do with what you were talking about during the break, and that is your little pocket change.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Uh,
It did work.
we'll find out when we come back. We'll be back right after these messages.
Would you try to survive the apocalypse?
Is that not what we're doing now?
Back to the basics with Big Dave. Contact the show. Email bigdave3xl@gmail.com.
Got the breeze blowing like mercy on tap. He turned my worries to worship.
And we are back. It's Big Dave and Mr. Wayne. Back to the basics.
I'm free in the light.
And one of the things that we did the other day, Wayne, was we went to Wally World, and the money hack. I seen it on a TikTok, and I wished I knew who it was. I'd give them credit, but my wife was sitting there and she was pulling out some money to pay and everything. And I said, "Hey, don't you carry a lot of coins in your purse?" And she goes, "All the time." She goes, "You know that. We've been married fixing to be 33 years. Yes, you know that." I said, "Start dumping as much as that change in there as you can." And she scooped out a bunch and just started feeding it into the change at the register, at the self-checkout.
Self-checkout, yeah.
Right. Well, we didn't have to pay over like you do at the Coin Star thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to pay the 5%, 8%, whatever it is over there, or the 2%. We got every bit of our money, and we were able to I think it was about $10.
Yeah.
We ended up putting in there. That's a good, and you're getting all of your money, not less the 8% or whatever.
Right.
So I think it was a good job on my wife. Yay, my wife.
Yeah, is she listening?
No. She ain't listening right now. But that is, little hacks like that end up coming up to help you. Now we've got some more hacks that you were telling me about during the break, and I said, stop.
Yeah.
I said, let's put this on air. Now, one of the things is, and we told people last week, you're on dialysis.
Right.
And they have limited you to what?
32 ounces of fluid. That includes water, soup, anything liquid. Two 16-ounce bottles a day.
Okay.
32 ounces total.
So how do they expect you to stay hydrated?
Well,
and not be thirsty all the time?
Because I'm thirsty all the time. But these things are already working. I'm using them, and I'll show it if I can hold it right and tell me if it looks right.
Yeah, I can see a watt.
You can brush your teeth. You can brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Brush your gums, and that does help.
What does that do? What does that do? Brushing your teeth.
I tell you what, to me, it's taking all the salt out of and the bad breath out of my mouth.
Yeah.
The halitosis. Anyway, and you got your fresh mouth, and it carried me for a long time. You know, and you got on here, you got mint gum, fresh mint gum, which I've seen that in certain places, grocery stores or whatever. And caffeine increases your thirst. Salty foods, processed foods, going to increase your thirst. Don't eat that. The watch you seen on here, you can set it. Let's see, to serve as a reminder to stop drinking for the night. Okay, right. Yeah, and I'm gonna try that tonight. In other words, don't get up, or it goes off before you go to bed. That means no drinking till morning, because they have to pull fluid off of me. So if I got to drink some coffee, some chocolate milk, like probably 4 glasses of water the next day.
Yeah.
Old heart ain't too happy when they pull all that fluid off, and it's not good for you. So I had to start restricting the frozen.
Yeah, that's what I was just fixing to ask about. You said something about frozen fruit.
It says frozen seedless grapes can be used as mini popsicles, and it's not a popsicle, but it's the same thing. It satisfies. It really does. Any frozen fruit. I've got blackberries, blueberries, pineapple. I can throw a chunk in my mouth. That'll carry me. Sugar-free Jolly Ranchers is what I got.
Yeah.
That really helps. And let's see.
Well, the spray bottle.
Okay, the mist bottle. Fill a mist bottle with lemon-flavored water for another beverage, and spritz your mouth. I'm going to try that.
Okay.
It'd be great. I like lemon water. I do.
But, a lot of this stuff you're talking about is
that's right.
In a grid down situation.
That's right. Rations.
This would be great because you don't want to you can't drink all the time if you don't have the water. So the best thing to do is to use some of this stuff, like the one that comes to mind the most, because if it's a grid down situation, you're not going to have your freezers and all that. But
that's true.
That bottle water with mist to mist in your mouth with a little bit of lemon juice in it.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna try that. I'm gonna try that.
That's a really cool thing to think about when you're doing it. Wow.
Do you
is anything else on there?
No, it's I gotta buy food without phosphorus additives. My phosphorus is too high.
Yeah.
Which is great. There are daily, twice a week showing me what my labs are, and it just keeps me right on the page.
There you go.
It's a great community. Of course, all we do is laugh about stuff.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like when I went through my radiation.
Yeah.
That was a great community. At Urology Centers of Alabama, that the Dr. Bivens and that whole team over there, Dr. Duncan, and all the radiologists were just, and do you have any that you want to shout out where you're going?
Chase, I don't know his last name. He's great.
You make up names for everybody anyways.
Well, that's true. He's a good kid is what I call him. He's a good guy, really good guy, very informative. He came by and showed me in case of emergency, tornado, I hate to say active shooter, anything could happen.
Anything.
The power blinked when we were sitting there. Let's say Wednesday, the power blinked on and off. And
yeah,
I was like, what the problem is? And he came around, but he showed me my ports right there.
Yeah.
They hooked that up to change my oil in my body.
Yeah.
And there's 2 top feeds, and then under it's the next 2. He said, clamp out this one, clamp out this and this one, reach up to the pole, grab the emergency scissors, snip it, get up and get out. And I thought that was pretty cool. They're
That's-
very,
that-
very informative. I see a kidney doctor. I see the nurse practitioner. I see a social worker and 2 other people.
And then you seen a pest control guy called Dead Bug Doug.
I called him Dead Bug Doug. Yeah, he was a good guy.
Oh, that is hilarious. Well, all right, guys, we're fixing to get out of here. Want to thank you for listening. Appreciate you, Wayne, for coming in and riding with me on this train. I enjoy the crap out of it. I look forward to it every week when we get on here and we just sit here and talk about the stuff we're passionate about. And we hope that everybody has a great week. And don't forget to go out to Back to the Basics on TikTok. Back to the Basics with Big Dave on TikTok. Back to the Basics with Big Dave on YouTube, Instagram, and you can also call or text 205-677-6087. Give us your name, where you're calling from, and just shoot us a message. Tell us, hey, appreciate y'all. And Wayne, we'll see you next week.
Later.
2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. Don't be scared, be prepared.